Uganda Nyumira, or which loosely translates to Uganda entertains me, is one word that people usually love to use lately because, well, Uganda is so entertaining. It is rare for a month to pass without a big scandal that happens, and thanks to our, not just even the entertainment industry but also our politics, very scandalous lot. This very month there was a bank heist which apparently was then denied by other government institutions, that apparently there was 90 billion of extra cash that was printed by Bank of Uganda officials and it was coming into the country. Later, police denied it, government spokespersons denied it, all involved parties denied it, but well, apparently that happened at the start. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you're doing great. And yeah, Bash Mutumba back here to bring you Ugandan Juice, the biggest entertainment news in the Pearl of Africa. Well, we'll begin off with the usual suspect, Zari. Well, Zari just decided to wish herself a Father's Day, a happy Father's Day. She wrote Happy Father's Day to me, and this would be a direct hit at Diamond Platinum's. Of course, you can't deny that. First off, her late husband, or her late ex-husband, Ivan Semwanga, is dead, so he's out of the picture, and it can't be in bad faith that she talks about Father's Day like that. But the biggest person you'd think of is Diamond, because lately Zari argued that Diamond is a deadbeat dad, that he no longer takes care of the children, he's no longer involved in his children's life, Tifa and Nilan, both financially and emotionally and psychologically. So according to her, Diamond is a deadbeat dad. And even though Diamond claims that Zari makes it hard for him to be a good father to the children, well, that's what Zari said, and we really hope these two sort themselves out for the better of the children. And well, fresh kid also in the news again, and this particular time it's not because of him only but because of the father. Really, the father is becoming something serious, because according to Fresh Kid's dad, he wants to go and perform at every single show Fresh Kid does outside the country. Well, many are arguing that a man who had never boarded an airplane, he's just trying to get a chance to board an airplane with his son. And the manager claims, Fresh Kid's manager claims, that there's only one ticket for an extra person to go with Fresh Kid from the promoters in Dubai and in Europe, and it's basically for the manager. The dad has no ticket, and well, the dad complained and said, no, you must get away to get me on that plane with my kid. And even though this is a little hypocritical, because Fresh Kid's father had abandoned him and his other siblings, three of them, yeah, he had abandoned them till Fresh Kid got a hit and became famous. That's why he's back lately, and it's weird. But the most weird thing is the conditions that he's giving these guys. Number one is that there is nowhere Fresh Kid will perform without him. That's the first condition the dad is giving to, that he's the only person in charge of taking Fresh Kid to school. Imagine, back then he wouldn't even care whether the kid is studying or what, but now that he's been taken to an expensive school and with great upkeep on a sponsorship, scholarship, well, the dad wants to be the one to take the kid to school, even though Fresh Kid revealed lately in an interview that he doesn't like being with his father. It's not great with him, though the man is like he's the only one to take the kid to school. Totally, the mother is out of the picture. Yet back then the mother was the only person that was taking care of Fresh Kid, you can imagine. So it's a very sad thing to hear. And thirdly, that Fresh Kid is only supposed to see manager Francis only on weekends and during holidays. That's what the father says. That's number 3. And number 4, that Fresh Kid's father must get 20% of the money that Fresh Kids get, and then the manager will get 20%, and then the mother gets 10%, and then the management itself gets the rest of the percentage. It's a weird kind of division of the money that Fresh Kid makes. It's like the kid is making money for this guy's happiness, not for his own happiness. Well, and the 5th thing is that the ministry is supposed to send someone to monitor Fresh Kid every week, and Fresh Kid has been robbed big time anyway, if you're to think of this clearly, because these conditions the father is giving, really, people are claiming, well-wishers are claiming that they should involve family caught in this entire thing, because the father is just here to destroy the kid's talent. Fresh kid might just become another faded artist because of these very, very ridiculous things that the dad is asking for. True, you might look at it in the other angle that it's a father taking care of the son, but the father has not been in the pictures till the child came out to become a star. Back then he had abandoned all the kids just for the mother, but now the mother is being driven out of everything. The father wants to be the one to shine with the kids' fame. He's the one buying most of the stuff for the home. You can imagine with the money he's making, and the dad is not being really grateful for the great thing that he's doing. And this reminds me of various stars here in Uganda that are abandoned by their fathers, and then only for the fathers to come back when the kids have become famous. Biggest example is Kenzo. Later, after him becoming a star, is when his dad came out and said, "Oh, please, I'm your dad. We got issues with your mom before she died and stuff like that, but I love you," and such stories. Many people have faced such, and it's no secret that the likes of Gashumba have come out to really oppose what Fresh Kid's dad is saying, and he just decided to buy him a ticket and stuff, even though the dad didn't take this lightly or in good faith. Decided to tell Gashumba to first put his house in order, first bring Sheila back home and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, secondly, Kansiime. It's the third thing anyway. Anne Kansiime. Well, Anne Kansiime has become too foreign, and she has decided that she is no longer doing any free interviews. For you to interview Anne Kansiime, our popular comedian, for you to get an interview of her, you have to first pay her. Yes, or else you get all the news from her official social media handles and her YouTube. That's all. And this, of course, has been received with great positivity from the media, because it's not fair to them, because many are arguing that perhaps she should just say no or yes to the interviews when asked if the media comes, but not ask for money. It's ridiculous for her to ask for money, but she says Ugandan media is only there to report negativity. They never report anything positive about comedy. For example, things like Fun Factory have been there always, but they're never talked about in the media and stuff of the sort. That she's only interviewed when there's a rumor of her dying or anything bad. You get something of the sort. So she says she will only and only do interviews after getting paid. Wow. And then Mama Fina and Peng. I don't know what happened. Mama Fina is a big public figure in Uganda. She heads the Native Doctors Association, who some people call witch doctors. But yeah, well, you would wonder why witch doctors have an association in Uganda, but it's because there was a big problem of child sacrifice that was happening, and apparently the president and the entire government decided to come up with a leadership of the authentic native doctors to put their house in order and get to crack out every single wrongdoing person in that business. And Mama Fina was supposed to be their leader. She's their leader in that vein, and she's a great supporter of the government. And when she went to visit one popular Facebook microblogger called Peng, well, whatever they did there, terrible stuff that they did. And Peng was being criticized by people for putting such an old woman, giving her a lot of alcohol and making her lose all her dignity and stuff. And Peng argued that he cannot be bought. Apparently, according to him, he claims the government wants to buy him and is getting through Mama Fina because he is so anti-government and he supports Bobby Wine. Well, that's just what he says. No one knows whether it's the truth or anything, but normally Mama Fina is a very generous woman, and she's a philanthropist. She's known for giving out money freely to people who have problems or various people that make her happy, and she gave Peng a lot of money back in Sweden. Well, we hope they're having fun that side. And in that very same vein, we talk about Stella Nyanzi. Well, Stella decided to not accept bail back last year when she was being taken in for insulting the president's wife and the mother and things of the sort, using very vulgar language. And she got even suspended from Makerere University, where she was a researcher or lecturer, as you might say. But she became very popular as an activist after undressing. She actually undressed, stark naked, apart from Hanika. She undressed in public to say no to the mistreatment that she claimed was being subjected to her by her bosses at Makerere University, and that's when she became famous anyway. But after that, she used the fame to front her ideas of being against the government for what she calls injustices. Yeah, and recently she was taken to prison for the same thing, for really insulting badly, such words you would never really hope to listen someone call your mother such things. But she insulted the president's mother very badly and openly, and the president's wife too, who is now the Ministry of Education. Yeah, so she's in prison for that, and for secondly refusing to be left out on the second time when she was asked to. So really it's weird what Stella Mnyanzi is going through that side, but well, we hope she gets out. And yeah, well, and then on the happier note, well, Kenzo is in Senegal and Mecca. He was in Senegal earlier for a female genital mutilation event that was being held in Senegal, about sensitization about the bad thing that's being done to the young girls and stuff. And then later he went to an Umrah in Mecca. Umrah is like touring Mecca and Medina before the real Hijjah comes, before the event of pilgrimage. Yeah, it's more of a tour, Umrah. And we hope this year Kenzo is going to become Haji, so we'll be calling him Al Haji Idrisa Musuza, aka Kenzo, very soon. And well, on the other side, I guess that's too much from me today, and that's all. But well, we've had news that the Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, has revealed that the UBC has asked for money to buy rights to air AFCON, and it's been granted. So you're going to be able to see all AFCON games on UBC TV for free. Yeah, for free. This is a tight group for us because we are in a group with DRC, Egypt and Zimbabwe. Egypt has always beaten us many times, apart from here at home in Nambole where we beat them. But and there is Zimbabwe as well, which has very many talented players like Billiat. Well, we hope for the best. Our stars like Okwi, Mia and Onyango are posting, and they're showing that they're in good shape to really do something great in this tournament. And we are really rooting for you, Uganda Cranes. You are not called the Pearl of Africa for nothing. Well, that's all from me today. Thank you very much for supporting SNS. Please like, comment and subscribe if you love this, and also check me out on Instagram at Bash Mutumba. Nice time.